Hey, I'm Si, welcome to the channel. Today's video is a hard one to make and let me tell you why. Well, it's because it involves opening this sealed Lego set. This is the 2013 Lego Star Wars Republic Gunship. So why am I opening up this sealed Lego Star Wars set, I hear you ask? Well, two reasons. One is I want to free all the clones from my sealed Lego Star Wars sets. And this is probably the best Lego Star Wars Republic Gunship they've ever released, and I really want to display it. Okay, so don't worry, the box isn't in the best immaculate shape it could be, which is why I don't mind opening it. I'm never going to get top dollar for it, but it has a blue dot here, probably from a stock take. It's got some sellotape here, as you can see here, because I think they put my name on it and sellotaped it when I asked them to keep it for me way back in 2013. It also has this big ding here, so that's going to take a lot of money off. But I don't resell my Lego sets. Obviously I keep them and put them in this giant backlog and forget about them for years. There's a green dot here too. So let's look at the front of the box. It's very shiny. I love those older boxes. Here's the back. Really cool pictures on this. The sides have a gunship, and this side has a gunship. And on the top of the box you have Anakin, Padme, Obi-Wan, a clone pilot, clone captain, and 2 super battle droids. And just to show you that actually is sealed, it's got a kind of a gap here, but it's glued on the top, glued on the bottom. It has these kind of little tearaway parts, which I won't be using. So this is a European box, so there's never any tape on. Well, I don't actually remember. If you remember if there was tape on this one originally from America or Europe, let me know in the comment section below. Oh my god, why am I so nervous? Okay, do or do not, there is no try. Let's open this bad boy. I think that rhymed. Oh, and also in the comments, let me know how many pieces are in this. It's not in the box. Okay guys, let's check out the contents. So first is the instructions, then bag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I see helmet, 6, 7, running out of space, 8, and 9. It has 2 instruction books, 1 and 2. Okay guys, check this out. This is the poster. The poster is huge and it has so many minifigures on this. You know, I've seen on the box of this for so many years that I've had it, free poster inside, and I've been dying to find out what or who is actually on it. Like, it's so big, it's really long. It goes all the way down there. You've even got Jabba on the bottom, Cad Bane. It is a huge poster. I'll put it up on the wall some stage so you can see how big it is. It is enormous. Guys, there's a huge poster on the back as well. So it's a double-sided poster with a big picture of the gunship, Geonosis in the background, battle in the air. This thing is so cool. Okay guys, here it is. This is so exciting. This is really cool. This is the LAAT, or the Low Altitude Assault Transport. We all know it as the Republic Gunship, and this is so cool. Like, I was pretty much emotional building this. It's huge. It's way bigger than I thought. So here's a good kind of turnaround of what it looks like. I'll put it beside something in a few minutes to show you how big this thing is. But I mean, if you look at those minifigures, look how small they look. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it's just awesome. Like, I mean, look, you've got like the pilot in there, and he looks so small. I mean, this thing is so big. It's really cool. Okay, so it has some nice features. So obviously the cockpit can open, which is awesome, so you can get to see your pilot in there. You've got these little flaps here that open up, and they are a storage part, so you can have your little slide out with your extra bombs, and they go up on the top here. The torpedoes go there, so that closes back up. And of course you've got these bubble turrets, so they go in and out. Now I think you could take these out if you wanted to kind of make it look like more of a Clone Wars ship, so that'd be pretty cool. Over here obviously you have the minifigures, and then on the back here you've got these little kind of, I don't know, I've never seen people talk about these, but they're kind of little switches. So if you move this switch like this, the whole panel moves out like that, and then you're able to get more clones in here, or whoever you want to get in there. But that's pretty cool. You've got one on this side as well, so pull this like this, that opens out. It puts less friction onto the actual Lego panel here, so rather than grabbing it here and trying to close it, you can use the switch. So again, to close it you have this little ball here, turn it like that, this closes, and it looks cool. You've got these little ball turrets on the wing as well, which I think are awesome to look at. You've got these little storage lockers as well here, which are pretty cool. Now, you can't get an awful lot into them, but they're nice. And on the back you have another little storage compartment here for kind of weapons or whatever you want to put in there. But this is awesome. On the back here you have this little kind of flap, so that comes down and you have a speeder on it. Okay, so now what I've read, there are different types of this gunship. There are some that can fly in space, if you've seen the Clone Wars, and there are some that will literally just fly in the lower atmosphere of a planet, which we've seen before. So there are different versions, and also then there's the Coruscant Guard, that awesome red one, which looks pretty cool as well. These are also flick fire missiles, so you can flick these and they'll pop out and shoot whatever you want. These also on the top. Now, from what I've seen as well, I think these might be too long on this one. You could modify this to make it, I think it's supposed to go to about here from any of the other ones I've seen. I won't be modifying this because, I mean, this is just like a pretty perfect set, so I won't be messing around with this at all. If you can see here, these stickers were so hard to put on. They're older stickers, so I mean, the amount of bubbles that appeared in here, and then I think they might be a little bit too small, so you do have these kind of grey gaps, which is a little bit unfortunate. I did put one on wrong, had to take it off because there's no sticker on, or sorry, there's no actual number on the sticker, so you kind of have to guess and well, you don't guess because then you're going to get wrong, but you're going to have to look at the sticker, look at the picture in the instructions, and then make sure you get it onto the right part of the Lego piece, because taking it back off is not easy whatsoever, and they're full of static as well, which is unfortunate. And the one thing I want to show you as well is on the inside there actually is a lot of room to put a lot of clones. If you did want to put more in, you could take out the plates in the bottom, because, sorry, you didn't know you can see that. You could take out these plates and actually add more studs in to get more in, because there are some of these plates which they don't have studs in it. So I mean, I know why they did it, but I'd take them out and maybe replace them if you wanted to. I won't do that, as I say, but this is such a really good model. Definitely worth getting. If you don't have the UCS one, yeah, maybe, but I just love this. So one of the coolest things on this set is this. This is a little Technic piece, and it actually is a handle, so it's built into the whole skeleton of the model, and it makes it so easy to pick up and, you know, if you want to move your model from one place to another, or if you just want to make it fly, if you're playing with it, whatever you want to do, it is so sturdy. And as I say, it's built into all of this Technic that's inside, and don't be afraid, it's Technic, but it's not as difficult as an actual Technic set. It's brilliant. It keeps it strong and safe, and I mean, you can pick it up from other places, but I'd recommend picking it up from here if you want to move it. You could use two hands, pick it up like this, and then hold it underneath if you want to kind of show people inside, whatever. But yeah, one of the best features on it. It's just so cool. And now let's take a look at those minifigures. Okay, so before we get to the clones, let's take a look at Anakin Skywalker, and he looks so cool. Great face printing, great torso printing, quite a lot of detail, and he has his Padawan kind of little braid on his shoulder. He's got some really good printing on the front of the legs as well. Then around the back, some more printing, looking great, and he's in brown, so I don't know how brittle those legs will be, but we'll be careful. He also comes with this really angry looking face, so double-sided head for this guy, and yeah, I don't know which side I will keep out. Maybe the other side. This is way too angry. Next up we have Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. So he looks really cool in his Jedi robes. He's got some printing across the waist for his belt. He's got a really cool hairpiece and a great face print. On the back he has a little bit of printing as well, but he looks really cool. In fact, I actually think he looks like he does in the movie. And as you see, he has a double-sided head as well, so two faces. He looks pretty angry. He doesn't look scared. No, definitely angry. He's angry. Okay, here we have Padme Amidala, and she looks really good. She's probably the best Padme minifigure we've ever gotten from Lego, to be honest. She looks like this because, if you remember in Geonosis, she was nearly shredded to pieces, so that's why the front of her top is gone. On the back, she's got all these shred marks. She's lost her sleeve in the process as well, and the front, obviously, as you've seen, is ripped apart as well. So this is a really good version of her. She looks so cool, and if you look at her hair as well, it's all, like, it's a really good hairpiece they put on. Great detail on this one, and she's got a double face. And this is what she looks like. She's a little bit more serious here, but it still works really well, and Padme is one of my favorites from the set. Okay, now we're getting down to business. Phase 1 clone trooper, so cool. This is the clone pilot and he looks amazing. I mean, that helmet is so awesome. Great detail on it. We could zoom in a little bit, see if we can look at the cheeks, look at the cheekbones on that. That is so cool. He has got a really good torso printing as well, and on the top you'll see that the printing goes along this fin. It is so cool. On the back then he's got more printing, as you'd expect. No printing on the legs, which is kind of unfortunate. Poor clone, but what are you gonna do? Okay guys, so this is the star of the set for me. This is the Clone Trooper Captain. Now don't forget, these were released in 2013, and look at the amount of detail on this guy. So as you'll see on his helmet, we'll zoom in a little bit. Look at the eye section there. It's kind of got this gunmetal grey. It looks really good, and the cheekbone printing is awesome as well. On his torso you'll see he's got awesome printing, and on the top as well, the fin has that cool stripe going across the top. Now I don't know why the print detail is so good on this from 2013, when sometimes since then the print detail and stuff hasn't been as good, but this looks amazing. No printing on the legs, which is kind of unfortunate, and on the back you've got that cool printing as well. He's got his little waist belt and stuff going on. He just looks amazing. This is definitely the star of the show for me. Let me know in the comment section below if you think so too, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And here's a look at what is under the helmet. Angry clone face. Kind of a paler skin on this one. Nothing on the back because they just didn't. And that is what both of them look like underneath the helmet. As for the bad guys in this set, you get two of these. These are the super battle droids, and these are pearl dark grey versions. And the weird thing is, I've only got 4 of these in my collection. So 2 in the gunship, and then 1 in an advent calendar and 1 in a different advent calendar. Very strange, but these are a solid body print. They're not printed at all, they're molded. They've got arms that are molded, legs that are molded, so the legs don't move, and on the back they look really weird. They're just like hollow weird things. I wish that they could make these as a kind of a minifigure. I don't know how they do it, but these and the actual droids as well, the actual proper clankers, they look a bit weird. Now they have made molds for other things, so maybe they could do it in the future. And so there you have it, the legendary 2013 LEGO Star Wars Republic Gunship, a legend of a set. Now the other question is, do I open this smaller gunship which has a clone pilot in it with printed legs? I don't know about this one. This was $10 when I bought it. It's now worth $33, and the minifigure is worth $25. So I don't know, let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're new around here, hit the like button, and I'll talk to you next time.